Most people think the Catalina Foothills is just the expensive zip code on the north side of Tucson. It is actually a 90-year-old idea. And once you understand the idea, you understand why the people who make it up here almost never leave. Stay with me because about halfway through this video, I'm going to show you the one rule about building in these hills that keeps them private, dark, and quiet, even as the rest of the city fills in right up to the edge of them. I'm Meg Estes, your AZ homegirl, and the foothills is the area I get asked about more than any other. So let me take you inside of it. The setting, the history, the schools, the lifestyle, and the honest trade-offs you need to know before you ever write up an offer here. First, the setting, because it's everything up here. The Catalina Foothills sits right at the base of the Santa Catalina Mountains, which is the big range on the north edge of Tucson. As you head up north, the land tilts and the neighborhoods climb into the foothills themselves. The elevation does two things. It cools the air a few degrees compared to the valley floor, and it hands you a view in almost every single direction. Look north and you are staring straight up at the Catalinas. Look south and the whole city spreads out below you, which at night turns into a carpet of lights. The slopes are covered in old saguaros and cut by desert washes. So even in a built-up neighborhood, the desert is right there with you. And the way you get up here matters too. The main roads, which are Skyline, Sunrise, Ina, River, and Campbell, run like terraces across the slope. So as you climb from one to the other, the views keep opening wider and wider, and the lots tend to get larger and more private. Now, the history, because it explains why the foothills looks the way that it does. Back in 1928, a man named John Murphy bought around 7,000 acres of this desert at a federal land auction stretching from Oracle Road East all the way to Sabino Canyon. Starting in 1935, Murphy teamed up with a Swiss-born architect named Josias Joesler, and together they began building the Catalina Foothills Estates. Joesler was a master. He designed Spanish colonial and southwestern homes with thick walls, interior courtyards, hand-set tile, and low earth-tone profiles that seemed to grow right out of the hillside. They laid it out in 10 planned subdivisions, and the two of them worked together for more than 20 years on hundreds of buildings. That original DNA is still the rule up there. A home in the foothills is supposed to blend into the desert, not shout out over the top of it. And that brings me to the one thing I promised you, the rule that makes this area feel the way that it does. Up here, the whole community works to keep the desert dark. Pima County has some of the strictest outdoor lighting rules in the entire US to protect the observatories on the mountains around Tucson. Now, layer on the top of the foothills' own character, the low earth-toned homes, the limits on building on steep, high slopes, and the neighborhoods that often have no streetlights at all. Put it all together and you get something genuinely rare. A place where the homes hug the land, the night sky is full of stars, and you can stand in your own backyard 20 minutes from downtown and hear nothing but the wind. That is not an accident. It was designed that way 90 years ago, and it is protected that way today. It is the single biggest reason a home up here feels private and calm even while Tucson keeps growing all around it. Some of the biggest stargazing in the country is happening on these very mountains, and you can see them from your front porch. From Kit Peak off to the southwest to the Sky Center up on Mount Lemmon. Living in the foothills, you are not just near that dark sky, you are part of what protects it. If you have children, here is the fact that usually ends the conversation. The Catalina Foothills School District is by the state of Arizona's own standards, the only district in the entire state where every single school earns an A grade. 5 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, and 1 high school, and every one of them is rated A. For a lot of families that I work with, especially the ones relocating from out of state, that one line does more than any listing photo ever could. They choose the district first and then go find the right home inside of it. So what is the daily life actually like up here? It's a wonderful mix of scheduled and convenient. Your errands and your dinners happen at places like La Encantada, an open air shopping and dining terrace near Skyline and Campbell, with the mountains right behind it. Your weekends happen at Sabino Canyon, which is a stunning canyon in the Coronado National Forest with running water, towering saguaros, and a shuttle that carries you up into it, and it sits right at the back of the edge of the foothills. You also have trailheads at Santa Canyon and Pima Canyon, and historic gems like Hacienda del Sol, and golf along the Skyline corridor. You are tucked away and private, and yet you are still only 10 or 15 minutes from all of the rest of the city. And if resort life is your thing, you have Lowe's Santa Canyon and the historic westward look right up here, with spas, tennis, and some of the best patio dining and sunset views in the entire city. It's the kind of place where a normal Tuesday can quietly feel like a getaway. Now let me talk about the homes themselves. The Foothills is not one single look. You will find original Joesler era estates, low slung mid-century homes, and brand new contemporary builds all within a few minutes of each other. What ties them together is space and privacy. Larger lots, mature desert landscaping, walls, and washes between you and your neighbor. And in terms of the market, this is an established, in-demand area that still moves. In this past June, the North Foothills was one of the faster moving parts of the entire region, with well-priced homes going under contract in around 3 weeks. So do not assume that expensive automatically means slow. The right homes still get scooped up, and no 2 homes up here are really alike, which is part of the appeal and part of the challenge. You are not shopping a subdivision of 10 identical floor plans. You are choosing a specific home on a specific lot with a specific view, and that is exactly how the people up here like it. So, who actually thrives in the foothills? The buyers I see fall in love up here want 3 things at once: space, privacy, and real access to the outdoors, along with top-tier schools. And they are not willing to trade any one of those. They tend to value character and a sense of place over a brand new everything is identical feel. Executives, physicians, business owners, and a lot of families relocating from California and the Pacific Northwest who sold high and want their next home to feel like an arrival, not just an address. If that sounds like you, the Foothills is very often where you'll end up. Now let me be straight with you, because it's not all sunsets and starfields. A lot of the charm up here is older, which means you will tour homes that need updating, flat roofs that need real inspections, aging pools, and hillside top lots where the driveway, the drainage, and the grading genuinely do matter. So here is the one hard rule for buying in the Foothills. Never fall in love with the view before you understand the lot. 2 homes can share the exact same view and be worlds apart once you look at the age of the roof and the systems, whether the house sits on a slope, and how you actually get in and out of the driveway during a monsoon storm. The view is what sells the home. The lot and the bones are what decide whether you got a good one. So if the Catalina Foothills is on your list, and for a lot of my clients, it is right at the very top, I've put together a free guide that breaks down this area along with others around Tucson, what each one is known for, and exactly what to look for before you buy. Just text me the word guide to 520-980-9880 and I will send it over, no problem. And when you are ready to actually walk a few of these neighborhoods in person, that same number reaches me directly. 90 years ago, someone decided these hills should feel exactly like this. So come out and see why it still works.